All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Healthy Living event sponsored by the Juice Plus community. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Carol Turnbow. I'm a qualified senior sales coordinator with the Juice Plus company. I'm also a wife. I'm a mom. I'm a mama. I'm a CrossFit coach. I'm a CrossFit Masters athlete. But my true passion is nutrition and teaching people that food really does heal the body. Tonight, you're going to be hearing from myself and some of my teammates. We've all joined on a mission to inspire healthy living around the world. And I'm going to start tonight by introducing our product line. Our product line is simple and it will remain simple because it's food. It's food that our body needs on a daily basis. Juice Plus has figured out how to put fruits and vegetables in a capsule, and it's pretty amazing. So we have what we call our quad or our core four. It's been called a couple different things. I don't have my purple one, but we have 4 different bottles. We've got our fruits, our vegetables, our berries, and our omegas. So the fruits, the vegetables, and the berries are 100% plant-based all the way down to the capsule. They're better than organic, non-GMO, picked at the peak of ripeness with an NSF seal of approval. And what that means is that what is in the product is actually on the label. I know you can't really see the label here, but I'll read it to you. So our label shows apple, peach, cranberry, orange, papaya. This is our fruit blend. My favorite part of our label is this. It's a nutrition label. This is food in a capsule. This is not a supplement. Whole food concentrate in a capsule. So we have, like I said, we have the fruit, the vegetable, and the berry blend that are going to give you over 30 different varieties of fruits, vegetables, and berries on a daily basis. And then we have our full spectrum of plant-based omegas. So normally you would get your omega-3s from fish oil, but what Juice Plus has done is they've cut out the middleman and they went straight to the algae, which is what the fish eat to get their omegas from. So this is also a 100% plant-based product all the way down to the capsule. There's also other oils in it to get that full spectrum, like pomegranate seed oil, tomato seed oil, and more. So those 4 together are amazing. They make you feel great. We also have complete protein powder that comes in chocolate or vanilla. That's also a complete vegan product. We have complete protein bars, and we have a tower garden, which is an aeroponic growing system where you can grow your food in your house, on your back porch. I'm growing my first one this year inside. I'm super excited. I just started it 2 weeks ago and I'm already eating my broccoli sprouts off of it. So I love that I can have completely organic vegetables in my house, take them to my table in 6 weeks and just eat fresh veggies. They're so good. So anyway, like I said, we have a full line of speakers tonight. We have our first guest is Kelly Proehl. She has brought a group of speakers with her tonight from her team, and I'm excited. Kelly's been with the company for 15 years now, and we're going to start with her telling her story, and then she's going to pass it down to her teams. All right, Kelly, welcome.
Thank you, Carol. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Yep.
Awesome. Good. Well, hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Kelly Proehl. I live in Greensboro, North Carolina with my husband, Ricky. We have 3 grown children. And my story starts way back. It starts when I was a young girl. I grew up in the South. I grew up in Raleigh, North Carolina. And I say that because I grew up eating very Southern. A lot of fried foods, a lot of sugar. I drank only Pepsi. And this really stayed with me through my young adulthood into being a young mom. And understandably so, our 3 children young, were not well because I just, as a mom, I did not understand the link between food and wellness or food and illness. And so when a friend shared the Nutrition and Juice Plus with me, I immediately fell in love with it because I was desperate for something to help make things easier in our diets. And so it made sense to me right away. I ordered right away. I knew fruits and vegetables were the foundation to good health, but there was no way we were getting enough every day. And the research on Juice Plus is so sound. And back then, this was 16 years ago. So we didn't have the plethora of research we do today. But back then it was enough to prove that we knew it did it would do great things in our body, and it did. we really started seeing things improve. Things that are caused by oxidative stress and inflammation, like asthma and allergies and eczema. I have migraines. We were sick 3 times a year. Our immune system got so much stronger. And we just started seeing great improvements in our health. So we have been eating Juice Plus for 16 years. We would never miss a day. In fact, we double up every day. And it's really been a catalyst for incredible lifestyle changes too. Like, we drink so much more water, we sleep better, but we also sleep more. We reduce our stress, we move our bodies better and more. So it's been an incredible journey. And because of this, I knew I had to share it with other people. I knew other people needed to hear about this like I needed to hear about it. And I knew that was my business opportunity, along with, I love that this business model allowed me to keep my priorities. And that for me was to be a mom. I wanted to be a mom first, and then build this on the side, do something that was worthy and noble of my time, which it has been. So this business for 15 years has helped us say yes more to our family, to our children. It's given me so much flexibility and freedom to work from anywhere. It has helped us save more money, give back more to things that we believe in. It's helping us save more towards a dream of living at the coast one day. It has given us a full benefits package that we utilize that's phenomenal. And the intangibles of this business has been the personal growth. I am a completely different person today than I was when I started this business, and that is so valuable to me. Along with purpose, identity, in addition to being that stay-at-home mom that I love to be, the relationships, these women tonight that I get to share with, I just adore. And I probably would not have met them if it wasn't for this business. So it's just been an incredible journey and ride, and I'll be with this company forever. I will always eat these amazing products. So I'm going to pass it off to my good friend, Meadow Norwood. Meadow, you there? Carol, I think she was having some issues with Wi-Fi.
She looks frozen. Hold on.
Yeah, unmute. Meadow, unmute yourself.
It's down at the bottom on the left corner.
Yeah, sorry, I was frazzled because I lost my internet. So hopefully it'll stay. Sorry about that, guys. So hi, my name is Meadow Norwood. I am a certified master dog groomer. I've been grooming dogs for over 20 years. I live in High Point, North Carolina with my amazing husband and 3 beautiful girls. And, you know, we first learned about Juice Plus about 6 years ago. I was kind of frustrated mom because, you know, I thought I was doing really well by my children. We always had a vegetable at dinner. We didn't do a lot of soda and chips and things like that. But my kids were sick a lot, and everybody told me it was normal. And it was because they were in preschool and, you know, first grade. But I didn't really like that. And I was so thankful that a dear friend of mine reached out to me and told me about Juice Plus. If it would have been anybody else, I probably wouldn't have listened because I can be a little bit of a skeptic. I hate to admit that, but it's true. But because of this friend, I decided to give it a try. She said it was fruits and vegetables in a capsule, you know, and my kids could be free. That is what really caught my attention. So we started right away. And I was really pleased. My kids, their immune systems definitely we've seen great improvement. My youngest used to have chronic ear infections, and between the 3 of them, I remember one time spending $200 in a weekend on copays and prescription drugs. And so we had a lot of amoxicillin in our house, a lot of the year. Between the 3 of my kids, they were at least on amoxicillin at least 3 times a year, more for my youngest. And I can say that in 6 years, we've been on it 2 times. That is a miracle. My husband has seen incredible improvement with back pain. He used to suffer with really bad chronic back pain due to inflammation. And Kelly kind of pointed to the research and how Juice Plus helps reduce inflammation. And that's kind of why we saw those amazing results with him. And I can kind of go on and on about results, you know, constipation, joint pain, you know, our immune health improving, better sleep, things like that. We've had a lot of quote unquote great changes and improvements in our health, but I really love people to hear my real why, I don't take Juice Plus every day because we've had those results. I take it because I believe, and I've learned through this company that, better nutrition, it gives you a better future and it helps you protect you from disease. And, I lost my dad exactly a month before my first daughter was born. So he never got to meet any of my kids. And if someone had known about this amazing product and didn't share it with me, I would be devastated. So I make sure everybody I love and know, and maybe don't even know, I'll just tell a stranger, at least knows that this is an easy way to flood your body with antioxidants and phytonutrients and just fruits and vegetables. Like there's no easier way to do it. And it's affordable. So that's my why for why my family will never miss a day and why I share this product. I actually started the business just to get a kickback because I like a good deal. I have a mom, 3 kids, my own business. I like a deal. But I quickly found out that I could actually make really nice supplemental income pretty quickly if I wanted to. So my business grew naturally because I'm the kind of person who, when I care about you, I would like to tell you things that help me. And Juice Plus is one of those things. So it kind of just grew naturally. And like Kelly said, the community is like, I've never met another community like the Juice Plus community. The people that it attracts are just second to none. They're amazing. They're people who love people. And I've had a lot of self-development through this company. The supplemental income has saved us month after month and just been a blessing, afforded me more flexibility with my grooming schedule. And, I'm excited for the future. I know that the sky's the limit. It's really what I want it to be. So I'm excited to keep growing. And that's my story. So I hope it helped and I'm glad my internet lasted. So Carol, I'm going to pass it to you.
All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Carol Andrews, and I'm really excited to be here and really excited to be represented with these women because they're just amazing and they inspire me every day. I'm a mom of a college-age student. I'm married and live in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And I am just so excited to be a part of this mission and a part of this journey and on this journey with these folks. My story began a long time ago when I was a kid. And I told myself the same lie that young girls tell themselves all the time. Oh my gosh, you're so fat. Oh my gosh, you're not good enough. Oh my gosh, you're this, that, and the other. So what would I do? I'd go on a diet and I'd lose some weight. And I get that. And I go to another diet and I gain more weight. And I keep going and I keep going. In the end, I'm being about 135 pounds. And there was no nutrition in there. There was no exercise. There was no nothing. So I was in a mess because not only was I way overweight, but I also had type 2 diabetes. I also had high blood pressure. I also had, and noticed that all of this is past tense, my cholesterol numbers were all over the map, nowhere where I wanted them to be. So I talked to my nurse practitioner, I talked to my doctor, and together we came up with a plan because I was having trouble doing it all. And I wanted a way out. And that way out for me happened to be a bariatric surgery. And no, I didn't weigh 600 pounds, but still, they were talking to me about a metabolic shift that would take me off this medicine that I didn't want to be on for the rest of my life. So I had the surgery, came off the medicine, all was well, or was it? No, not really, because I still hadn't learned nutrition. I still hadn't learned how to put the right things and flood my body with the kind of things that were going to keep me healthy and well for the rest of my life. But my friend Kelly Proehl introduced me to Juice Plus. And it was like a light bulb went off, all the sirens were sounding, and I was so excited because I was eating better, not right, but I was eating better. And now I could balance out everything I needed. I could eat the protein, I could eat the fruits, I could eat the vegetables, but my stomach was so small, I couldn't eat all I needed. And Juice Plus bridged that gap for me. And I was so excited. And I shared it with my husband, and he was seeing results as well. And my son, who was in college, was seeing results, and all different, but we were all seeing good things happen within our family. So just like if I see a good movie, I'm going to tell you about it. I'm going to tell you I like something and it's good. And when I can look at the research, because I am one that reads all those things, when I can look at the research and all those things and know that I am flooding my body with really good stuff, bridging the gap and turning a corner in my life. Because as a result of the surgery, I started losing hair. My skin got this grayish pallor. It was all coming back. Well, Juice Plus made sense. Eating it made sense. I started this business in February, early March. So I can say I'm a product of COVID and Juice Plus. Okay. So I've gone through all of this, but I'm building a business, and the supplemental income has really made a difference for us in this time. I'm able to say yes to my son. We're able to say yes when we go on vacation or we're doing these extra things. I'm able to pay off some bills that I had put aside. You know, we all put things aside in this time. So for me, the business model made sense. I got to lock arms with some of the finest people that I've ever met. I'm doing much better with my health in terms of nutrition. And so it all just came together for me. And I hope that it makes sense for you when you talk to the folks that invited you and you ask them about the research and you ask them about the difference it's made in their life, because we all have different outcomes, but we all are seeing results. Supplemental income, great company, a great mission. I'll never stop eating Juice Plus, and I'll never stop talking about it. So, except for right now, because my time's up. And I'm going to pass it on to Lisa Walker. Lisa?
Hi, guys. So my name is Lisa Walker, and I live in Newton, North Carolina, not too far from these girls that have shared tonight. And I live there with my husband, Gene, and we have 3 grown children. We are empty nesters, so we have 2 married sons, and our daughter is in college. So we're figuring out that whole new world with being empty nest parents. And so I'm excited for the opportunity to get to share with you guys. And when I first heard about Juice Plus, I was actually attracted to it because it was actual whole foods and not a supplement. Like Carol said at the beginning, it was actually really real fruit and real vegetables and berries and grains in a concentrated form. And I knew that our family never got the recommended 9 to 13 servings on any day, let alone every single day. And so we made the decision to add that to our diet. And at that time, both of my sons were athletes and were getting ready to go into college and play collegiate. And my daughter was kind of all over the place. But here's what I noticed is that that they were developing a lot of the same bad habits that their father and I had developed over the years, kind of like Kelly shared. We're in the South, and we just didn't grow up eating real healthy. And so when I saw Juice Plus, a friend of mine posted it on Facebook, it made sense to me. And I was intrigued by the the actual research, not insurance, but the research that had been conducted on it from prestigious programs, proven that it prevents disease and slows aging process. And I knew our family just needed to get this into our body every day. And it made sense to me because we grew up eating a lot of processed foods. If we had vegetables, they were cooked to death and were loaded with bacon grease. And things were fried. And don't get me wrong, my mom's a great cook, but that was just our world. And then fast forward that to college, I was a music major. And so we lived in the music building and I ate out of vending machines all the time. And then fast forward that to even getting married, because we grew up, we had to eat everything on our plate, you know, because there were starving children in other countries. And so I just had this real unhealthy relationship with food. And we get married, we start having children, and I just had so much going on my plate. And all of a sudden, this person that was like the life of the party and laughing and cutting up, I was completely exhausted. I had lost myself. My health was wrecked. And I really was struggling to get out of bed every day. And I was a 292-pound, exhausted, depressed diabetic. And I was actually sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I'm sure you guys have heard that people change because either they learn enough that they want to, or they hurt enough that they have to. And here I was in ministry full-time, taking care of everybody else, taking care of everybody's kids, burning the candle at both ends and light in the middle too. And I didn't even want to be around people anymore. And it wasn't that I learned anything better. I was one of those that heard enough that I had to. And so my blood sugars were out of control. My health was out of control. And so I told you that I saw a friend of mine post on Facebook about these weird fruits and vegetables in a capsule. And I started having a conversation with her, and it just made sense. And we made the decision to add that. So I had no idea, you guys, what that yes would mean to our family. My product results were immediate, and really they were quite shocking. We know because of the research that that's why we saw those kind of results. But my blood sugars, the very first week, the first day my blood sugars had been fasting about 256 up to 300. The day I started Juice Plus, it was 256. The next day it was 148. The next day 110, the next day 111. So I bagged it all up and I took it to my doctor. And like any great doctor, he said, I've never heard of it, but it's doing great things in your body. So I think you should keep doing it. And we did. And so I was shocked that of how I felt so much better. My husband's blood pressure, cholesterol, triglycerides, all improved. And we were making other changes too, you know, drinking more water, half our body weight in water, and trying to eat a little better. And so you fast forward down the road, almost 7 years now, we went from a family being in the doctor sick all the time, sinus infections, stomach bugs, everything all the time, to we rarely ever have to visit the doctor now. So we have traded health care for better health, and we're so excited about that. And I can honestly say for you, last week, I broke out of the 200 world. I entered Wonderland. And so I am 198, and I'm so proud to tell people that. You know, most people wouldn't tell you 198, and my daughter in July decided to take control of her health, and we celebrated 53 pounds today for her. So it has changed our family's health, you guys. And I'm not on my fast acting or my slow acting insulin anymore. And I'm not hiding from people anymore. And so because of this, I knew that we were going to have to share it. And like Meadow, I came in to get a good deal. And I had no idea what that yes would mean to our family either, because in ministry, although it's a great life of purpose and making a difference, there's not a lot of room for growth in the income area when you're in ministry. And so we found ourselves at the end of the month with always more month than we had money. And we had 2 kids that wanted to go to combines and wrestling camps. And we didn't have that avenue. But I had no idea when I said yes to Juice Plus that would become the piece that allowed me as a mom to be able to say yes to more things. Family vacations, dream vacations, mission trips, car payments, college tuition for my kids that they don't have to worry about paying when they get out. And then now the dream of being able to retire into a business. And it's a different kind of ministry, but to be able, not necessarily about the money. The big thing for me is not necessarily the financial freedom, even though we needed it. It's been the time freedom. Because there are many weeks that I work 60 and 70 hours. And so we dream about the day where we can visit and travel and be able to have time together as a family. So I think about all the friends that I made, and these women that I've gotten to share with tonight, I would have never known. And they don't know that the words that they've spoken to my life over these 7 years are part of the reason why I've been able to celebrate 100 pounds gone. They're the reason that I'm able to celebrate being able to take off and go to Tennessee when I want to, or to be able to give my kids money for things that I wouldn't have been able to say yes to. So that's my story, and I hope it inspires you. I'm going to pass it to my sweet, sweet friend, April, and let her share with you next.
Thank you, Lisa. Hey, everyone. I'm so excited and honored to be here tonight. For those of you I haven't had the pleasure to meet yet, my name is April Conklin. I live in Morrisville, North Carolina with my family. My husband, Chris, and I have been married almost 10 years, and we have 2 little girls together who are 4 and 7. I am a registered nurse, and I've been partnered with Juice Plus for a little over 5 years now. My journey began a long time ago as well. I'm the girl who grew up very physically fit. but nutritionally, my body was starving and depleted. Unfortunately, I had the horrible mindset that as long as I was a healthy weight and exercising, that I was healthy. So I fueled my body very poorly. And I thought that muscles meant healthy and skinny meant healthy, but I was so wrong. And you see, growing up, I was surrounded by a lot of negative things that were happening to me, around me, that were out of my control. And exercise became my outlet. It became my escape to a very unhealthy level. This unhealthy habit followed me into adulthood, my nursing career, and even motherhood. But thankfully, a really good, sweet friend of mine spoke a lot of truth and life into me. And she is also the one who shared Juice Plus with me. And it made sense because of the research. As a nurse, I was approached with many different things, but nothing ever made sense because it wasn't Juice Plus. It did not have the research behind it. It didn't have the nutrition label and the no warning labels. It just made sense, like you've heard many of the other ladies say. And it made so much sense that I actually became a partner and a customer the same day, not at all looking for a business, but it's only $52 to partner with our company. And there are no minimums, quotas, or inventory. So I was like, sure, why not? And I knew I was going to share with my mom and dad, my close friends and family, without a doubt, that I was not going to go any further with it. So I thought. And so we became customers and partnered with the company the same day, and we had incredible results. We noticed improved energy, improved sleep. We noticed that our oldest daughter's horrible constipation issues were dramatically improving. We noticed that my chronic sinus infections started to go away. We didn't have as bad of seasonal allergies. And then I had an amazing difference between my pregnancy, delivery, and recovery between my two girls. And I'm a sharer, just like Carol said. If I read a good book or watch a good movie, you're going to hear about it. And so I naturally was sharing Juice Plus with my close friends and family and my nurse friends. And the business just started to organically grow at first. And I was excited, but I really caught the vision. I caught the vision of what this company could offer our family. The top level offers a full benefits package. And my husband's job is in racing, and it's very cutthroat. It's very performance-based. But I also caught the vision of time flexibility. You see, as a nurse, I missed a lot of holidays. I missed my oldest daughter's very first Christmas, and to this day, I regret that. But I thought it was the way things had to be. I missed a lot of weekends and birthday parties, things that were important to me. And my husband and I were passing ships in the night. So while nursing is one of the most noblest professions out there, in my opinion, I loved it. I needed and wanted time flexibility. My heart needed that. My marriage needed that. And I knew that this could give me that while still fulfilling a purpose that is important to me, because I love to make a difference. And that's what I get to do with this company. So with a little push from my husband and a few God moments who really pushed me to really get over myself, because I really held myself back. I did not share intentionally for personal growth reasons. I was scared of everything and scared of what people might think. But little by little, I got over that and got over myself, and I cared more about who I could help next instead of what someone might think. And because of that, our business has grown. I now have that time flexibility that I desired, and I now get to say yes more to what I want to say yes to. But I love that I get to gift others what was gifted to me. I get to gift others improved health, an amazing community like no other. I get to give them time flexibility if they want it and want to work with me. I get to make a difference with some of the most amazing people ever. I mean, like the girl said, this Juice Plus community is very unique and special. And I absolutely love it. And I love that my little girls get to watch me live out my dreams. They get to do it with me. It's very family oriented. And I love that we get to make a difference together. But most importantly, I love the mom I have become because I said yes to this. That is probably most important to me, because I'm no longer that scared, insecure woman. I'm brave and confident and proud of what I do. And I love that they get to see that, because they learn best by what they see, not what we tell them. So I'm super proud to be partnered with this company and excited for the future. And thank you so much for hearing my story. Pass it back to you, Kelly.
Thank you, April. Well, Carol, I'm going to pass it back to you, but you can see why we love this business. I mean, these ladies are gold, and they're some of my dearest friends through this community. And I love two things that these ladies said. One, and well, we can tell when we flood our bodies with more plants, great things happen. It just makes sense. And the other thing Meadow said, I hope we can all inspire each other to move from health care to better health. And that's what we're all about. That's what this community is about. So I'm going to pass it back to you, Carol. Thank you for having us.
Wow, you guys, those were amazing stories. We are here every Thursday night sharing stories, talking about our Juice Plus community. We are a community of people that want to inspire healthy living, and you heard it. It's a great company to be with. I invite you all to, talk to the person who invited you to this event and see what's in it for you too. So we'll be here next Thursday. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody.